Welcome to my second season of Discovery video. I'll show you how to boost with a mage today. Yeah, let's just get into it. I'm boosting my summoners. Just showing you the gear right now. I haven't been in a single BFD, so my gear is from Auction House and Shadowfang Keep pretty much. Using region on chests and Living Flame and Arcane Blast. I'm using only Mistletoe and Food Buff and Health Regen, HP 5. So what I was trying to say is I'm boosting 4 Warlocks to become summoners later. And yeah, since we as Alliant, we can go into Ridgefire, but man, I tried it even. It was really. First of all, Ridgefire is a bit different. You need to learn how to do it as well. Second, you need to walk all 4 in there and death walk. Like I regret doing that so much, so I leveled them 1 by 1 to 10, and then I started doing this. I'm in combat right now with a Skitter in the back. Yeah, you see the rat running around. There's 3 patrols here. And they can be random. I think it's either going to be evokers or the melee guy. You see the melee guy coming on the back. So make sure that when you're pulling the first pull here, the first pull is very simple. You just go in, you put your, always put region first. Then you go into the pull. Living Flame, the elite that is in there. Ideally, it's not an evoker that you're putting your Living Flame on. Try to always prioritize putting it on the overseer. The reason why we don't want to put it on the evoker is that she and he or whatever can put a fire shield like a ward, and it will remove your living flame. And if that is the case, you will most likely die because you need the healing from living flame to be able to do these pulls. So try, if you can, avoid putting it on a evoker. If you have to put it on evoker, obviously you need to do it. You know, sometimes maybe there's only an evoker elite there. Then make sure you have counterspell for when it casts the ward. You could definitely optimize this 10 times more, like even bigger pulls. Um, I chose to play it safe and just break up the pulls in smaller versions, because I normally do this with the will buff, with the BFD will buff, and it's 10 times easier with the will buff, obviously, both for the movement speed, but also just for the crit and everything. Right now, you can see I'm really making use of the arcane wand, giving me HP with the region. It's really nice. Had to use first aid here and try to be conservative with my mana, but yeah, it worked out. So gold is, I'm getting a lot of gold doing this farm. I think it's like 6 gold an hour. I mean, obviously it's more, but I like low balling it. Don't wanna clickbait or anything for you guys, so it's like 6 gold an hour. You can loot heavy stone from these guys, from all the miners. You can, as you'll see later, you will get to use the turbo shredders thing on the shredders, like this second boss. And overall, like just vendor items, pretty nice. It's like 50 silver, so a run from looting as well. So it's definitely more than 6 gold, but let's just say 6 gold an hour. Pretty good gold, and yeah, the XP is like you do 4 runs of these, and you'll get a level from 10 to 20. And I mean, it's slow, but I don't know if there's any alternative for Alliance. If you know an alternative, then come to my Twitch and let me know. I would love to hear it. Of course, if you are not as cheap as me, you would have bought 25 water and speed this up. But most of the time, we are either waiting for the living flame cooldown to come off, or we're waiting for like patrol to spawn or anything like. And I'm cheap. It is what it is, man. Gotta deal with it. So I'm using the low water. So for this guy, you need Arcane Blast Rune. If you don't have it, you cannot kill this boss or the next ones. You start out with 3 Arcane Blast. If you do get stunned from doing 2, you will have 1 second to apply Living Flame. Do that. I have made the mistake many times of getting greedy and always trying to aim for 3. If you do that, you will delay your Living Flame so much that you will not be able to use it 2 times. But you will see in the spoiler, you'll see that I'm using Living Flame 2 times to kill this guy. And yeah, you can see you just face tank him. He can hurt though. Like, I have pretty good gear, I would say. Even though I have no enchants and no raiding gear. And I have food buff on, right? But he can definitely hurt, and so can the second boss that we're gonna kill as well. If you drop so low that you need to run, then run and blink, and then regen, living flame, and health pot. I always health pot if anything, right? So it's like I said, this farm is 10 times more comfy with world boss, but I wanted to present to you a non-world buffed version. I mean, mistletoe is kind of world buff, not gonna lie, but rest you can get. The mistletoe is mostly for the region out of combat, right? So I mean, we have one in Arcane Meditation or whatever it's called, so we will get some value out of it as well, but not anything crazy. You see 11 flame times 2. I'm getting lucky with my Arcane, with my clay casts. Pretty nice as well. Now we're waiting for the patrol. And yeah, of course, like the rotation is that you want to use 3 Arcane Blast, then Living Flame. Then you use 3 Arcane Blast, and then you use some kind of arcane spell to reset the stacks, because it will become too much, cost too much mana, and yeah, you won't, like, you don't want to make yourself right? You you die. And yeah, remember to keep reaching up. Wish I had a weak order to track it, but yeah, here's the patrol. This pull is kind of spicy. I'll go through it though. I pulled these, and you can choose to pull. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but yeah, if you can choose to pull these 2 as well. But you can also just run through and they will reset normally. If you see the rare is down here on the left, we're gonna go down there. If you see the rare is down on the left, then reset the pack. Like, then just don't tag them and deal with the rare instead. I target the patrol from the very start, and I living flame as soon as I get through the I don't know what, the hallway or whatever here, tunnel. Because you can get really low in this pool, especially if the rare is up. The rare hurts a lot, and those 2 bowmen, they can also hurt a lot since they use, yeah, they just, also you get a debuff that reduces your armor by 50% or so. Like, it's, I have died many times trying to figure out this as well, and you see even here, and many times I have to use first aid and install. Always try to prioritize killing the overseer, because you most likely, most of the time, resist the flame strike, which will give you mana. So you see, living flame is off cooldown. Like right now, if we had the 25 water, we could have pulled even faster. And yeah, and like I said, if you optimize these pulls even better than I am doing, and you get to do, maybe make 2 pulls in one, right? You will make this much faster. But I really like to play these safe, because normally I'm here with will buff and I hate dying, so safe approach it is. I'm using an add-on called dejunk to get rid of everything that sells under 5 silver. Recommend getting it. It's the one I'm toggling up here. Struggling a bit with backspace, trying to figure out what we can get rid of. These pulls in here, I highly recommend. I'm doing it in 2 pulls and I'm getting super lucky. Don't be like me, like split these pulls up in 3 and play it safe. They can stun you. The stun has no DR and they really do hurt, so here I pull 5, and right before I go in, I always put region before you do your pulls. Put region, I go in, pull 5, put Living Flame, and I go in this corner and I keep backpedaling. And when you keep backpedaling into this corner, they will all be completely clumped for your Living Flame to be optimized perfectly. And you see, even with full mana, and yeah, I got really lucky, I didn't get stunned. It's still sketchy, so, and they can chain stun you. But I think they can only stun you once though. So if you see that you got all the stuns from them, blink and run into this location. And like, don't panic. Blink, then Nova, and then maybe even first aid. Put your Living Flame, go into the corner. You'll be fine. Health pot or whatever you need to do. Still trying to figure out how I can get more backspace. And here I pull everything in one, which is, and you'll see I get stunned. I'll blink. And you see, like, I pull 5 here again. And all 5 could have stunned me, but only 1 did, which is super, super fortunate. Like, it's just really lucky. I'm just rolling the dice. There was apparently a reset spot under the thing. I'm pretty sure you can only go under it as gnome as well. I don't know. I didn't know that. And I forgot to tell you guys that how you need to move up your characters to get full XP right now. You can't stand FK at the entrance, sadly. I'll show you after where I put them. Okay, this guy is nasty. Once again, like, if I had 25 water here, it would be speeding it up. But we're waiting for Living Flame anyways. But could definitely have pulled sooner here and made the run shorter. This guy is nasty because he puts a debuff that reduces casting speed by 35%, and it can really screw you over. I got really lucky. He didn't apply it to me this attempt at all. I've never had a kill besides this one where he doesn't apply it, so I was super surprised. I don't know if I resisted or something, I don't know. Also, I forgot to say, but obviously, if your Living Flame resists on either of the pulls, you might just have to reset. Like blink, like Nova them, blink out and run out the portal. I have had it happen that the bosses or the pulls and it will resist and you just have to dip. There's nothing you can do. You can't stall for a whole minute and don't even try to. So he doesn't apply the debuff here, which is super lucky. So I just easily kill him. I Nova him at 10%, kill him off, and then the other guy will spawn, but I'll reach him up fully. And here I'm trying to, I was so surprised, no debuff. And then I figure out, okay, I didn't put chat bubbles in SOT yet. Okay. And yeah, like the rotation is just 3 Arcane Blasts, then Living Flame, 3 Arcane Blasts, use an Arcane spell, keep a region up, and that's it. This guy hurts a lot as well. Like he can really crush you. I don't know. Sometimes I get super low, sometimes it's easy, but yeah. As long as you just stand still so he is in your living flame and you blast, do your rotation proper, it should be fine, but I have dropped very, very low many times. So this guy, he can drop a recipe that sells for 30 silver, uh, and he drops it quite often. It's kind of nice. I get it as well in this run, super lucky. 30 silver. And then we use the engineering item. I'm gonna pause. I didn't pause in time. Can I do that? No, I can't. Let's see. Can I get it in time? Yeah, the shredder auto salvage unit. And you use this on the boss, and he can have a chance of dropping the turbocharger, and they sell instantly, by the way. Like it's just straight up 1 gold when you get it. I wanted to show you guys where I put the boosties. They need to move out right. Hope you can see my cores there. Where was it? I put them up here in the corner. I'm gonna pause. Hopefully I get an angle. Yeah, I do. I put them up here. And it's important you put them up against this wall so the patrol doesn't pull them. They will stand here and they'll get full XP from the full run. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll have another video. I forgot to pause this recording and show you it after, but after 2 runs, I normally go vendor. And I go vendor just outside in the inn. I'm marked here on the map. I go in and you go upstairs to the 2nd floor. There's gonna be a vendor up here. I don't know if you can use this vendor if you're horde, probably not, I would assume. And you can repair at him. And he also sells a recipe for rage, and it's like 10 silver on auction house. I don't know if it sells. But yeah, you can repair and sell here. Yeah, good luck farming.